The meeting was attended by representatives of the government and all political parties. In addition to the issues officially discussed at the NATO summit, the president briefed the meeting on decisions and documents that are confidential. It was certainly a very constructive meeting, and I hope that full information on the conduct of the NATO summit and the behind the scenes of the NATO summit and all the discussions that were held there with our participation has been conveyed in detail to the entire spectrum of our political scene. In the event of an attack on any alliance country, NATO will be prepared to deploy up to 100,000 troops in just a few days and 200,000 troops within a month. For the first time since the end of the Cold War, we have plans that address the defense of every piece of land belonging to the North Atlantic Pact. Perhaps on the surface it is not very spectacular, but in reality it is indeed very important. President Andrzej Duda pointed out that Russian nuclear weapons have been just over Poland's eastern border since June. NATO's nuclear umbrella is spread over all member states, that includes us, and that in case of any threat, there will be an immediate response from NATO here. Currently, 3 NATO members have nuclear weapons. That includes the United States, the United Kingdom, and France. In turn, Belgium, Germany, the Netherlands, Italy, and Turkey participate in the nuclear sharing program. We also want to try to join the nuclear sharing program. Will nuclear warheads ever be in Poland? Are you convinced they will ever be in Poland? I am convinced that yes. A key issue for Polish defense is the presidential bill on defense planning, which was announced a few days ago by Andrzej Duda. According to unofficial information, the bill is expected to be submitted to the Sejm soon. On the basis of accumulated conclusions and experiences, we have decided to introduce at the statutory level dozens of far-reaching legal solutions to strengthen the defense planning system in the country. The purpose of these changes is to strengthen the coordination of authorities in defense planning in peacetime as well as during a potential crisis. U.S. President Joe Biden has given assurances that the G7 countries will give Ukraine a security guarantee. The plan aims to build a strong Ukrainian army.
After nearly a year and a half of Russia's forces committing terrible atrocities, including crimes against humanity, the people of Ukraine remain unbroken. Ukraine remains independent. It remains free. And the United States has built a coalition of more than 50 nations to make sure Ukraine defends itself both now and is able to do it in the future as well.
The NATO-Ukraine Commission has been replaced by a special council. The inaugural meeting was held yesterday. Never before have the words, "You are equal among us," coming from the lips of our NATO allies sounded so significant. Not everyone understands that this is a fact. An equal among equals. This will only be confirmed by our victory in joining the North Atlantic Pact. A year from now, the North Atlantic Pact will celebrate its 75th birthday. In 2024, the NATO summit will be held in Washington, D.C.